So do y'all ever have that moment when you're about to sit down, you're about to pray, and all of a sudden your mind starts going here, there, your mind starts being like, oh, I'm going to think about this thing tomorrow. All of a sudden you start thinking negatively. You have all these things coming into your mind. Now, that freaking sucks. Not only that, but once you start trying to get closer to Christ, you start trying to read your Bible, all of a sudden your mind starts to have this battle for why you shouldn't do it, why you should spend time doing something else. And it's this battle in our mind that we don't necessarily think of as a battle. We think of it like, oh, that's just what happens, anything like that. But what if we started thinking about that genuinely as an actual damn battle, and we started fighting for real, for real? Because a lot of times we know that this is going to happen. We know that it's going to be tough to get closer, but we don't see it as something that we have to fight for, something we got to get ready for. It's kind of just like a side mission. We don't think about it too much, like getting closer to Christ is whatever. But I was recently listening. I watched this movie called As Above, So Below. And that concept, As Above, So Below, is something about, I don't know for sure what the concept fully is, because it's like with some witches type of stuff and some spirituality and stuff like that. So I'm not fully into that stuff. I'm not into that stuff at all. But the concept is an interesting concept. So what it means is that basically whatever's happening in the spiritual realm, whatever you want to call it, is also happening down here on earth, down here in our mind and in our heart, stuff like that. So just taking it as a core concept, when we think about that. I went to go look up a video about it, and there was an ex witch. She was an ex witch. She's not a witch anymore, but she was talking about that spiritual warfare. And what she said about it was the fact that there's stuff going on in our mind and in our hearts that it's literally a war. Like it's literally a war for that, for what we are focusing on, for our attention, for our, peace and joy and all that stuff. She said it's literally a war. And we have to be able to be ready to go to war. She said you should literally think about it as an actual war. If we started thinking about it as a war, you think about war, you think about armies getting ready. For one, you got to get your army. You got to get your army ready. You got to get your armor right. You got to get your equipment right. You got to get everything right on your side so that you're ready to go into this battle. You're not going to go underprepared. You're not going to fight this battle like not knowing what the hell's going on. Not only that, though, you're going to know your enemy. You're going to go research your enemy. You're going to know their weaknesses. You're going to know why they're trying to get at you. You're going to know where you need to go, what you need to do to be ready for this enemy. And it made me realize, I'm starting to dive more and more and more in. But before, I had no idea about being prepared for this stuff. And I feel like I was just getting beaten into submission by stuff that I didn't know was a freaking war. It was just something that I was walking about my life, man. That anxiety, that stress, the things trying to take your peace, trying to take your joy. And I was not prepared. I didn't know. But now I'm diving into the word, diving into God. And all of a sudden we start looking at the fruits of the Spirit. We start seeing how important it is to protect our peace, our joy. We also start seeing the armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, all these things, the sword of the Spirit, the word, to be able to protect ourselves from these things that are trying to come in on us, trying to get us down, trying to enter into our mind and into our heart. So if we start thinking about it like that, a freaking war, what are we going to be doing to prepare for this war? We're not just going to go and just focus on our job, just focus on anything like that. Man, we are at a war every single day. World War III is happening right now, and it's going on in our heart and in our mind, man. So if we know that this is going on actively, whether we like it or not, it's going on every single day we wake up. Aren't we going to want to be prepared for this war? Maybe you get beaten down today. Maybe you lost the battle today. Maybe you lost the fight today, but you can win the damn war. You can win the fight for your mind and for your heart. And I just think it's a totally different way of thinking about it. And I hope that we are all able to start to think about it as a war so that we start getting ready. And even the ex-witch, she was talking about the fact that being holy, trying to be holy is how you protect yourself from this. Praying, fasting, reading the word, all that stuff, man. That's the stuff that's going to get us ready for this damn fight. And I'm ready to fight. I hope you guys are too, man. I know you are my brothers and sisters, and I'm ready to fight along your side, man. I hope that you're able to bring stuff out there today. I hope you're able to bring the word. I hope you're able to spread the word. Be prepared for the next battle that you might be in. I love you guys. Let me know how you're going to get ready today. Love you. Peace.